This is the individual semi-final. Nick Shaw against Glenn Carr. I'm joined on the stream by Johnny 8-Ball.
Evening, everybody. One of the big ones, eh?
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a great game, this, on paper. Two very capable players.
Yeah, I've finished all mine. Thought this was an eye-opener. Check it out. It's very attacking, Glenn.
Yeah, absolutely. Glenn under the lag.
Will miss the show, be the boss, as his T-shirt says, though. Look at that. So this is best of 11, yeah?
This is the best of 11. Actually, it might not be. Give me a second, let me find out. It's best of 9. I'll just change that now.
Someone's got to keep you on your toes, haven't they? I think we'll see a few breaking dishes and reverse dishes in this.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe worthwhile keeping a little track on it somewhere. See how many dishes they get, reverse dishes. He's got a couple of tough. He's on yellows, isn't he? Yeah. This is his tough ball. Taking it early.
Left it open.
And every ball's off a cushion. I think these both have got a pocket. Has that one got a pocket diagonally? That's just your angle.
Yep. No, it's a little bit too far away from me, but it looks like it could be. Could have the bag. So I'm told, Johnny, that you do some live streaming as well. Am I right?
I try. Everyone just ends up with a few drinks and have a little bit of commentary and a little bit of fun.
Good stuff. Where can people find you?
If you look on Orrell Facebook, Ashton Facebook, all the pool leagues. I've done a few freebies as a little tester.
Brilliant.
It's all about the fun, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm one of your subscribers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. I guess you've got a couple of YouTube channels, yeah?
Sorry, just wanted to play that. So yeah, so we've got the POFAG Media Group, POFAG Sports. That's it, really. The kids are into TikTok. My daughter's got 15,000 subscribers or something like that on
That's your
on
aim
TikTok.
then,
Yeah, so I'm definitely in her shadow. But yeah, no, to be honest, I'm similar to you. Just do it for the love of it, really.
This is where we see if it goes.
It does.
And he's He's on both perfectly, actually. But
yeah, I don't think he's come far enough.
he's on the one nearest to the black, and he just stuns it back, and he's perfect on the black.
Yeah, if he's... I don't know if he's come far enough, though. I think he might be running away.
Oh, you see the angle from there a little bit better?
Yeah. Might be able to pocket pinch a bit. Yeah, that's why he's going to have to play this one up. Yeah, and he's down to jack it up. Yeah, always difficult. Now Glenn's got a couple of problem balls here on the left-hand side.
Maybe a back double and break the other one out. He does like to attack.
Yeah, played the snooker. I think he's got it. I don't think he can get to the potting angle. He might be able to hit it. He can definitely hit it off the cushion.
It's a good shot by Glenn. Put him in a world of pain here.
Yeah. But it's got him back in the frame.
You're not going to get that safe. He's going to leave a ball.
Yeah, you think so? No, maybe you can't. You can't see it. He's going to have to come across the table and get the red on the left-hand side. No, misjudged. Just wants to develop this. Doesn't matter if it goes in or not. And it does.
Should be dot to dot now.
You think so? We've called a few
dot to dots and
a few dishes on the stream today, and hardly any of them have actually come off. But I've got a feeling this one's going to be one.
Yeah, he's always going to land low on this to drift it up for the black into the middle.
Glenn goes 1-0 up. Remember, this is the best of the nines, so it's first to 5.
He'll be looking at a break dish, hopefully, won't he now? Keep it.
Yeah, well...
Keep it to the break if he can. That's what you'd always try and do.
Yeah. think Nick had a chance there, though. He'll be disappointed in himself he didn't manage to get the right side of that yellow.
Yeah, just jacking up a little bit too much on that.
Yeah.
Low there. And have we got anyone out there that's not in the clubs or the Facebook groups or plays in the league? We are at the Triangle, and they've just had how many? 4 tables recovered, and they're playing fantastic. So it's a great time to get yourself on these tables.
Yeah, it's a great club.
11 to 11, lots of time as well. Little congested.
Yeah, I think a little development shot's going to be needed at some point. I think ideally you'd want to be on, I was going to say reds, but there's a difficult one on the right hand side. Yeah, I think he actually went for the pot there. I think he's
tried to develop straight away.
Yeah.
On a tough pot, to be fair. Now it's Glenn's turn to do a little bit of developing, because still a few clusters there. But if he gets low on this second yellow, he can break his little cluster up, no problem. I think that's what he might be aiming to do as soon as possible. Just finish low on it. And then work his way up the table. This would actually be a nice one for the black if he can leave it. But I think they're all there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's trying to work out the pattern, which way he wants to go. All those things you've said, I think, are absolutely in his mind as well.
Yeah, he wants to finish low on this bottom left. And he's leaving the one by the middle to get on the black.
Yeah, he's looking at that angle now you were talking about. Pop this one down the left-hand side.
Yeah. I think he's come a little straight for it, actually, unless it goes in the opposite pocket and we can't see that.
Yeah, I think he's probably come out a couple of inches too far. Because, yeah, I think that shot that you talked about before, he's finished a little lower on it.
He's going to try and spin it round 2 cushions. 1.
All right, must go. Nice bit of reverse side here. Screw it back. Come up for the yellow, then nudge onto the red to put the black in the middle. You might not even need to. Pop the black into the top bag.
It's got quite a bit of margin, really, because if he finishes high, he's got it in the top bag. If he finishes low, he can knock the red out.
Yeah. And he's going round the angles. Yeah, he's finished low here, so he'll be
dropping her in, moving the red.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure who's the favourite at the moment as well. Have you got any figures on the favourites? I know it's Glenn or Nick.
Yeah, no, there was a an area of disappointment when the semi-final draw was made, hoping that Nick and Glenn would meet in the final rather than the semi. But that's the way it's gone. No, I don't know who's were in the betting stakes, to be honest. Nick will feel like he's not been in the game at all yet.
He needs to get back into this frame because it's not a long one. This is it. Only best of 9. Very short race.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. Good front runner, Glenn. He's come up dry.
I only think he's got choice of reds.
Yeah, I think he's immediately thinking how he's going to get, if he goes for reds, how he's going to get this bottom red out.
Yeah, if he pots this into the middle, nudges the red onto the cushion, might leave an angle to break his bad ball out then. It's an attacking shot. Yes. The balls aren't rolling his way at the moment off the break, are they?
No, and I think Glenn's got the opportunity here to pot the yellow, and once he's potted this yellow by cannoning the red onto it, yellows look really good. That's what he's looking at now. It's been informed that Lee Jones has taken a 1-0 lead in the other individual semi-final. Nick with ball in hand here. Trying to figure it out.
It's not an open table still, is it?
No. I don't think so. Because Glenn potted the cannon, the plant, sorry, down at the bottom end of the table, which potted the yellow. Got to take this frame from this position, I think. I know it's early days, but it soon gets away with you, like you said, with the first to 5 match. It must be an open table. Apologies.
Yeah, the cue ball must have ran up and went enough for... I think he's just a bit wary on that plant, whether the first yellow's running away from it. I think he should be fine. I think it's straight enough which he can hold the cue ball, stay on the first yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can play it in a way where it pretty much stays where it is rather than squeezing out onto the cushion. Yeah, didn't need to hit it too hard. Nice shot.
He'll be thinking about his transition ball up for the black now.
Yeah, which one of these does he want to leave? Leave till last.
Ideally, another middle.
Yeah, I think he might be forced though to pot these both the way he landed on that last one after he'd played the plant. He'll have a bit of ground to cover with the cue ball, but he should be on the black.
This is about controlling the pace. I don't believe he had any practice before he come onto the match.
Yeah, he did turn up late, didn't he? Well, not late for his game, but later on in the day. Yeah, hit it well.
Game on.
Yeah, I feel good about that, Nick. Feel like he's in the game now. Feel like he's in the match. Didn't really get any opportunities in the first 2. Glenn took advantage.
Yeah, just had 2 awkward shots off 2 breaks. And that's all it takes sometimes. Now he's got that one underneath his belt. He should be a little bit more relaxed. And he's got a few balls off the break. This is a lot better than his last couple of breaks.
Yeah, yellows look good. They split well.
Orrell just needs to plan his route. He's got to go up table and then back down for the black.
What's your last ball here then? What are you thinking? What's your last ball to get onto the black?
I think because of the angle, he's going to stun down for one of his difficult ones, which is by the cushion. That's what I'd do. Yeah. And then should be just able to try and get roughly where he is now. Off the one by the cushion. And it's a pretty easy transition from his last ball to the black.
Yeah.
Which is the one nearest the corner pocket.
It's going to be a long distance one, I think, though. The black ball. You don't want to risk running it down the table and getting yourself snookered.
No, there's a lot of traffic there, so
yeah.
Sometimes very easy to do that. Say ideally where he is now. Either side of the ball. He's got quite a big margin to get this one.
No, it's just come a little bit too far.
Just a touch.
You should be able to hold it, but it's going to be a lot closer.
Yeah. That's the dead weight, this one.
Yeah.
And they are playing quite faster tables, so nice, confident, slow roller.
Yeah, I think you've got to play it. Yeah, you've got to play it with a bit of authority, a bit of confidence, conviction.
If you were down the pub, a double would be on the agenda for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. It might be what he's going for now. Yeah, he stood up on it. Yeah, he is going for the double. He'll just feel like he's just not getting a break.
I think they're covering each other.
Yep.
A little bit of a reroute, I think, if he can't.
Yeah, well, he's going to have to come back up here and deal with them anyway at some point, isn't he? So maybe try and get a better angle.
Got a little bit of pressure on these pots because Nick's balls are wide open for a simple clearance.
Yeah, especially now that the The yellow that he went for last time, the one that he tried to double, has gone down the bottom of the table, and you've got one at the bottom and one at the top. Lovely pot by Glenn.
Yeah, he didn't want to play this one on the right-hand side pocket because he was running into balls.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start running into balls, you haven't got control of the table.
This frame could be over quite quickly.
Anywhere by the blue spot. Who's heading there?
Yep.
He's looking at dropping in the right corner, drop in the middle on the black. Keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah, just wants to. Ideally, the perfect angle would be in between the red and the yellow. Just like that. Oh dear.
He was just off straight, going away from his work on that last shot. I think that's his first loose shot of the match, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. He's been on top of things. He's not happy with himself, talking to himself.
I've seen him in this position before, and he comes off a side cushion and doubles it.
Gone for the pot.
He was looking for a safe position as well with the cue ball, so he's not left an easy out.
Yeah, Nick will be thinking, right, pot this, and I can get the other yellow and obviously win the frame. It's a lot of pressure on this one shot. I think if he misses it, it's over.
It's a tight cut in the middle, might come into play. And the red is cuttable most places on the table as well. Yeah. Do you hide the cue ball behind the black? I think he might be looking at that. Put the yellow up towards the red pocket. Stun back behind the black. 2 shots in one.
Yeah, well, could you play in a way where
you're nudging the red safer? Or middle bag and the white?
He's gone for the double. He's got it. That took some guts. Especially considering that the last double he went for, he missed.
Yep.
He's been left with the Steve Davis cutback.
Have you put the jinx on that now?
I hope not. He's got it.
Two little ducks, 2-2.
Who do you think is going to be the happier? 4 games in, even Stevens.
Well, the way Glenn's been playing, I don't think he'll be the happier. Because he's one bad position, hasn't he, from 3-1.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference in a short race. I think Nick will be really happy that he's still in it at 2-2.
Yeah, well, I suspect he'll feel...
The run of the balls on them breaks that he's had, where the first ball has been so tough.
Yeah, I suspect he'll feel he's not been in it at all, and to be at 2-2 when you feel like you've not been in it, it's probably a good thing.
Well, they've both had time to get their eye in now, so...
Pedal to the metal.
Let's see a few break dishes.
Yeah, I'm desperate, to be honest. I've not seen any 8 balls today. Maybe this is the first one of the day.
I'm going to put my neck out and say this is a break dish. They've all got a pocket. And his bad ball has got a lead ball, the middle pocket. Run through to the corner.
Sounds good to me.
So don't let me down, Glenn. Two 2-1 to Lee on the second semi-final.
I'm glad to hear it's picked up pace. It took them forever to get to 1-0. Play the first frame, but it looks like they've...
It's looking like 2-2.
It does look like 2-2. Pot and the black on the far table, yep. 2 apiece.
You let me down. I thought that was a break dish.
Yeah. Wasn't to be. I think Nick's trying to get behind this red on the bottom cushion. Oh, it was a great attempt.
It's made it difficult for Glenn. How's your queuing? got a he's got a tough table. Very tough table.
Yeah, isn't it amazing how one player comes to the table right at the start and you think, oh look, they look all on.
We got a quick update from the doubles. It's 3-3 from Kev Picton.
Is that the doubles final?
Yeah. I'll leave that to you. You've got the bit of paper maybe with all the teams on.
Yeah, but the semis were happening as well, you see, so I don't know how far ahead.
Yeah.
The Scotch Purs, yeah.
Looks like St. Aidan's against Bluebell. Yeah, he knows he's got a bad table. He's tying things up to bring his bad balls out. I've played against Khaled and I know he's got two middle pockets, both with yellows. Ideal position to break his bad balls out. I think he'll attack.
Okay.
He's looking at the cannon he's going to get. Well, he knows he's got two bad balls at the bottom, so it's like a free go to bring your bad balls out. Bit of a tactical battle.
Yeah, a bit of a change of pace. Nick tying things up again. We need to try and get a shot ahead so he can develop his bad balls.
I think he's left the pocket.
I've also been told, John, that you won the Merits this year, top division.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I got
with a few games to spare, I'm told.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's always nice to get something every year, just one thing.
Yeah, of course. No, it's a great achievement. A lot of strength and depth in the Orrell Pool League, as we've already said before on the stream. To win the merits is a big achievement. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm hoping for the double.
Why not?
Ashton League as well.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm at the top at the moment.
How many games left?
4. But I think there's a couple of people that could take it away. So
Okay.
there's a bit of a battle to go.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, it's very competitive, this league, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very competitive.
Yeah, no, it's good.
You need a little bit of luck along the way as well to get the merits, because I've had a couple of games which went my way. Obviously, they don't all go break dish, or
Yeah, of course. No, but over the season, it's a good indicator of how well you've played.
first year with the Bryn. Big shout out to Moff, the captain. Do you know Moff?
I do know Moff. He's
We play with your friend as well, Barnsley, on a Tuesday.
yes, you do, yeah. They can't get enough of pool at the minute. The Barnes family.
That was unlucky. He's developed the yellow, but not landed on anything. This might be hard to say.
A cross?
Yeah. But if it drops...
He's going to be... He might have the snick into the middle bag.
Yeah,
but
that's the only thing. He's doing that first.
He's going to be cannoning into the reds on the right-hand side. But he's judged that very well. Unlucky.
He must have thought it was easier to take it off the cushion, that cut, rather than going across the table, dropping the yellow, and then taking it off the cushion. That would have been a tougher shot.
Yeah.
It's no gimme.
No, exactly, yeah. He's hampered. And I think ideally he'd want to be playing the plant here.
Yeah, he wants to try and get on his bottom ball on this bottom cushion as soon as possible.
Yeah, of course.
Especially with them two yellows over that middle pocket, reduces the black ball possibilities.
He's played that very well. Really easy to hit that too thin and it bounce away onto the top cushion.
In a perfect world, screw in between the yellow and the black and get on your bottom one. But
yeah, I don't think the size of my belly would let me play that shot. I'd drag all the balls with me. Nick's in better shape though, so he might be able to do it.
he's just off angle if he wants to take that second red. Could put a bit of top on it and kiss off it, and he's developing the red a little bit more, and the cue ball will follow down. But you got the chance of it going in off or totally wrong. As I said, he's got the black near a pocket that's already covered, so he can't drop these in. He's got to develop an angle. to get back out for the black.
Looks like he's going for the shot that you talked about. Oh, he's cannoned.
Tried it. Had to be so precise.
Well, his belly didn't get in the way, though. I was quite impressed with that.
He cannot see them two reds either. He can only see one red, so that's what he's got to work with.
Can you see the bottom of those two reds?
No, I've got the perfect angle where I'm sitting.
Oh, yeah, yes, you have. So it's only the bottom one. Well, that's a thin cut. That's a thin cut. White ball flying round the table. Moment of truth. Yeah, he's hit the cushion first though.
That was a tough shot.
Absolutely.
The way I look at that, it's 2-2. If that was 4-all, something like that.
You don't go for that.
That wouldn't have been a shot I'd have liked at 4-all.
No, because I think even if he does cut it right and pots it in, you've got so much congestion for the white ball travelling at speed to run through. You know, it's putting the hands in too much luck for me.
Yeah, and there was no safety shot really.
No, he forced into it.
He's not going to try and... Well, he might be forced now to try and... Oh, he can drop that in. It's okay. If he left a tougher angle, he might have had to kiss the yellow towards the pocket a bit, but he'll just drop this in. 2 drop-ins and the black's in the middle.
Sounds easy when you know how. Doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball. Perfect.
Lee Jones got a great chance to take another frame.
Well, that take it to 3-1. No, it was 2 apiece, wasn't it? It's on the fair table.
We'll just have to find out that. Because they have speeded up just a touch, haven't they? Did start off slow. I don't know. What's that? What's that table score? 3-2. Yeah.
3-2. 3-2 to Lee in the other semi-final.
The first then off.
They've caught up. It's 3-2 here to Glenn. After that very tactical frame, Glenn will be looking to change that, turn this into a break and dish. Reverse dish opportunity.
It's a good chance.
Yeah, yellows look sweet, don't they?
They do, and he's got a banker of the red that's right by the pocket as well. But to be fair, I can't see Glenn worrying about that. He'll be going for this 100%. He's left a lovely angle to get down for his last yellow.
No, he's hampered by the black here, but shouldn't cause him too many problems.
Right, go on. I've had enough here.
He's not perfect, but I'm sure he'll get this.
Oh.
Commentator's curse.
I didn't see that coming, to be honest.
No, he just overscrewed with being hampered on the black. Sometimes you just got to take your medicine with them shots and roll it in and accept that little bit of distance. Not to get greedy. But this is a tough out. This is a tough out.
Yeah, I think, I'm tempted to say, well, you need to play a little negative here, but the problem is that Glenn will be so good with his angles, with the black over the bag. Even if you roll him into a snooker, all he has to do is hit it, and that black's flying in.
Yeah, I'm looking for an angle to break them two balls out. Is it John Cross's birthday?
Apparently so, yeah. He's 84, 82.
Happy birthday, John. And I believe the doubles is finished. I think he's going to try and break them up with this shot. No? What do you think to a very, very tight cue ball?
Not roll into the gap.
And yeah, it's got to be so tight, because if he hits that too much, he's bringing the red off the cushion. And he's got Lee right in front of his face. That is a good shot.
That's a great shot.
That had to be just like that.
The weight.
Any more, any less.
Yeah, the weight had to be spot on, didn't it? And to be honest, this is probably one of the only places on the table where you could leave it, where Glenn wouldn't have a good chance of getting out of it and knocking the black in.
I think he's just trying to hit the gap with side, but that is such a difficult snooker. The angle that you've got there is just taking you in the total wrong direction that you need to go.
I think it could be impossible.
The only probability there is I'm going to throw this one at you.
Here we go. Go on.
Off the knuckle to create an angle. That's the
middle knuckle.
Or do this, what he's doing, hit it into the cushion to create an angle.
Got to be careful of that double hit, though.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
But to be honest, what else is there? Oh.
Lots of side. Rip the new cloth.
Yeah.
Hope the ball goes safe.
He went for the Massey shot then. When all else fails, pull out Massey. That was impossible, I think. I think he could have another 10 goals at that and get nowhere near. And that's not an indication of his skill.
What's the snooker player that done it in the World Championship, was it? In the jaws, swerved it up, side off the cushion.
Murphy?
Murphy, yeah. We needed Murphy on that one. Murphy's Law.
Absolutely.
Is he just going to develop this, or is he trying to actually drop it off the red? I just develop it, yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, with it being a free shot, no need to do anything with it other than develop it.
Yeah, just middle pocket, middle pocket. Just getting a ball cleaned. Kalem the ref as well.
Using the ever so precise method of chalk to mark the cue ball's position.
I think we've just had another frame in the other semi-final. Try and find out the score. Rough guess with my mathematics. I'm guessing Liam.
What has gone 4-2 ahead?
One of them's got to be on 4, haven't they? So,
well, Liam was. Well, Lee was 3-2 up, wasn't it? So it's either 3 apiece or 4-2 to Lee. Now, Nick will be hoping that you don't give a prediction here.
Saying nothing. I'll let you predict this one.
I think Nick will do this.
And I'll predict that you're correct. And we're both right. Neck and neck.
Neck and neck, 3 apiece.
And judging by the TV, I think Man City won the football.
All right, that's good. Let's hope that no one is tuning in to watch the pool thinking that they'll catch the football later. And now they know the score. Just as long as nobody tells me what happened in the rugby.
That's on the other screen.
Well, I'm not looking at it.
You're not allowed to go to the bar then.
No, I'm fine. Now back to this match. Glenn bobbled the black in that last frame. Lost the frame. He'll be gutted. 4-2 ahead he would have been. Massive. He'd have been on the hill. He has the break in this frame though.
It's just got a little kiss, that yellow, before it went in the pocket. Otherwise that was a dry break. That's all right. Gone now.
Getting a bit boisterous in here.
I think it's the knockout pool on table 5 and 6.
Okay. Kev's Crazy Comp, I think it's called, is it? Has he come far enough? I don't think he has.
Could be a big turning point in the match. Let's see if that red doesn't go up to the top. Can't quite see if it'll sneak past. Don't think it will.
Yeah, a bit of pressure on Glenn here, like we said. Potential to go 4-2 up. Bobbled the black. Could go 4-3 down if he loses this one. Sorry, go on, mate.
I think this is a little containing shot. He's just looking where, unless he can get through to that, not sure.
Yeah, he wanted to land right on it.
Good shot, but I think he's going to get a containing shot right back at him.
Yeah, I think he wanted to try and land really square in the middle of those yellows.
Yeah, roll at the back of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll be putting this cue ball in the left corner. Don't think he can pot a ball from that corner. I think this is advantage Nick, this. Just depends on this one shot.
Yeah.
Good attacking shot by Nick. I'm not sure whether... Clearly one must go. And our first finalist, Lee Jones. I believe Lee won it a few years ago as well. Well done, Lee. He's got to find the gap on this next shot. Going away from his work. Just got a little query about the other semi-final. I believe Lee's won.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to add a little query.
Doubles are going in now for Nick. He's not landed perfect though. Does have a pot. The top yellow into the bottom right hand corner.
Yeah, Lee Jones 5-2.
Lee Jones 5-2, so the Lee Jones will be playing the winner of this game, coming straight after this.
Oh, he jabbed a little bit at that one. Got nicely on it as well. And it swings back to Glenn. This is a great chance now.
Yeah, just pull a good pot out here and he'll be in prime position, I think.
I think Nick will be kicking himself with that one because they were all on there. And that was for the hill. It's always nice to see a hill.
Hill. Absolutely. Well, the stream's coming up to 6 hours long. It's a long day. Hope you're enjoying it at home or wherever you are watching it. Good pot there by Glenn.
See if we can spin it round or he's just going to bounce it out. Spin it round. Oh. He's tied himself to the cushion. Is he straight? I had one of these in mind, this sort of angle. Well, it was a little bit tighter.
I think it's just off straight, but he's going into the top cush. He can force this.
Yeah, he needs to force it with a little
top right.
Top right, yeah. Puts a bit more on the pot because he's on the cushion.
Yeah, perfect.
Cued it well.
What a great shot that is. well through bit and nail. Glenn goes to the hill. 4-3 up.
I think going into this last one, I don't think Nick will be the happier out of the two. Missing that corner yellow. But you're not out of it until you're out of it.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird game, really. It's swung around, hasn't it?
Yeah, as you say, we've no brick dishes, no reverse dishes, little bit of tactics.
And I'd have never predicted that there'd be no break dishes. 7 frames in, this is frame 8 now. I know Glenn bobbled the black, but that's the closest we've come. Nick's potted a couple. Red look really nice.
They do, they look wide open. Little bit of traffic up there. Have to be very careful, but looks wide open, them reds.
I think a player of Nick's calibre would be expecting to take these out. He'll be disappointed if he doesn't. But now that we've tipped him to do it.
I think he might be leaving this red for his black. Bottom one.
Yeah, always going to be hard to control your red having to play that with a bit of stun. I'd have been more tempted there to roll it in.
Yeah, yeah. He's actually got an angle off this middle pocket to run it round. And if he goes too far, he's on his other red. So it's sort of like second chance there.
Yeah,
the perfect angle to run it round. Gets it for nothing for short, everything for long.
Oh, that's delicious.
Okay.
That's a great shot. He's pulled it out the bag there.
Here's the birthday boy. And he won. Was it the doubles? We won't mention your partner. We'll just mention you, John. You won the doubles. It's a nice birthday present, wasn't it?
Yeah, John getting dragged away in the way of this final, semi-final. No, I think he's on the wrong side of this red, but
I think he can just roll through a couple of inches and he's perfect. He was just looking at that. He's just going to go for the gap.
In between the two yellows in the
Yeah.
middle of the
What?
table, yeah.
1.5 ball roll, and he's perfect.
Yeah, he's just looking at that now.
So all you need to do is make sure the white ball rolls further than that red. Should be okay.
Yeah, he's perfect. We could be going to Hill.
Now, depending on how straight this is, he might just drop her in and black in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing if it was straight.
Yeah, it depends. Hard to see on the screens.
Yeah, it looks like he's just playing ball.
Yeah.
Played a stun run through.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Little bit of check on it as well. And we got a hill.
Very fitting. Who's your money on? John? I'm 50-50. I think it all depends on how the break goes. Glenn breaking off has a massive advantage.
I think Glenn's potted on most of the breaks he's had.
Yeah.
So this...
Yeah, we're looking for a sledgehammer break here.
Yeah, they're just having a little toilet break. Yeah, it just depends on Glenn's break. You always get down on these sort of frames and you just wish for a break dish on these very important hills.
To be honest, I just wish for a break where the white doesn't go in half. Contact with the pack first priority. The second one is make sure the white stays on the table.
I'll teach you that later, okay? But I'm not putting it on here so everyone knows my secret. It's called a side break.
Yeah, I've tried that before and the white went flying off the table.
Yeah, same myself. Many years used to front break, sledgehammer. 5 out of 10 of them in off.
Well, I've noticed today there is a lot of players adopting the side pack break rather than the front on head ball type break. Gives you a bit more control, I think. You can screw off that side cushion and potentially go back into the pack again.
It's all about percentage, isn't it? If you can pot a ball, great. But if you don't go in off, just as great.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've seen some fantastic breakers.
Yeah, both players shaking hands. It's been a really good game. Shame there has to be a winner and a loser.
Does he have a break cue? Sure, he has a break cue. See what break he's going for.
Going side.
Side break.
He's not hit it well.
Sticking. It was heading up to the top pocket and it got a kiss.
He'll be disappointed.
No easy starter.
The final frame deciders normally tend to be an edgy, tactical affair. I'd like the opposite. I want these guys to go for it. It's hard. It's hard when you're the actual players, though, to do that. There's a lot on the line.
I think he's going to go for this nearest red into the middle. The only other option, bring the cue ball back to where it is.
Yeah. That's really negative.
Watch.
That's what he's gone for. Tightening it up.
And to be fair,
Leaving him a tempter.
good cue ball.
Yeah, really good cue ball. It's the right shot, that. You were right.
When you've got to 4-4,
Yeah,
do you risk on one shot, which you're losing the cue ball, and it's a 70-30 shot to get in regularly?
well, we talked about it earlier, didn't we? You know, shots that you go for when it's 2 apiece, and shots that you don't go for when it's 4 apiece, 4 all, with 1 frame to go.
You've just got to stay in the game when it's like that. And it may pay off, but I don't think he's left anything on.
No, I
Maybe
know.
that yellow. See the yellow in the middle on near enough the black spot. I think that might go. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get past them reds.
I think both ball sets have got the problems. Reds may be looking better, but there's no opener unless he's very attacking and cuts that red back. It is on. But judging by his fair shot, he knows the risk is too high to get things bouncing around.
Yeah, it's tense, isn't it?
Once again, he might just put him where he is now. Why not? It's part of the tactics.
Just roll off the red and leave the white in the jaws of the pocket.
He's got to be careful not to leave that yellow that's in the middle, that he's close to.
He might have already started that, thinking that if I do get it anywhere near that jaw, he's got no chance.
I don't think he wants yellows, though, with them two glued together at the bottom. He wants to force the hand and try and get himself on reds.
Yeah.
Maybe bounce the red off and leave him that tough yellow.
Yeah, leave him the tempter. Yeah, if you're going to leave him something, leave him...
I think
he's going to need an extension here.
But if he...
That's the longest bridge I've ever seen in my life. He's done it, but he's left.
But he can't get out, I don't think. He's straight forward or straight back. Does Glenn do the same? Just roll onto the red or roll onto the yellow?
I'd be tempted to roll onto the yellow here.
I think
But, well, if he does, though, you've got to... There's a red. There's a red.
Yeah. Further up the table, you're leaving it, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. Knock it out the jaws. Oh, he's gone for the pot.
He's gone too... he's got to drop in the middle pocket, but... It's a match winner.
Oh, it's lovely. So delicate, very accurate. Prime position now. It's just his bottle. Can he hold it together to take himself to the Orrell District Blackball Pool League individuals final to play Lee Jones?
He's got a few awkward shots. Because he's got that red, he's going away from his work. If he's got the other one, he's going into his balls. So it's... If he does this one, he's got to come back down the table for his lower red. So it's not straightforward. And top three balls sort of link to each other. One there's the cushion first, then into the top left, then middle bag, then black. So it's the transition from them, these two, up to there. Now that's okay. If he gets low on this ball, he can float up to the middle pocket and do the same pattern I was talking about before. But if he's high on it, he's got to start screwing balls. If he's low on it, simple position. We've got the three-man team final just started. Which is Q8 versus Bisping.
So that means there's only one final left, and that's coming to you on the streaming table. That's the individuals final following the result of this semi-final.
I think he's got too much of an angle to hold it. I think he has to bounce it off the cushion. So I think he's going to do this middle bag. Just bounce it off the cushion.
What's going through Glenn's head here? He's had chances.
I wish it was easier. Yeah, just a little bounce. Doesn't want to be straight.
I think he's not straight, but he's bang on the cushion, limiting his ability to control that cue ball. Might end up leaving himself a long pot down.
He's going to stun it round. It's just to give him. I think to give himself a shot. There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
See, that's where it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Well, this could win him a trip into the final.
I think he might try and use the yellow as a stopper here. Screw into it.
He has got a little bit of insurance with these two yellows together. Is it that? Absolutely sweet.
And he knows it. A little fist pump there. A little bit of top, round two cushions, maybe even one.
Just going to make sure he comes far enough, doesn't get a bad bounce. And he's perfect. He's hit it perfect. There it is. Glenker here beats Nick Shaw 5 frames to 4 in the Orrell District Blackball Pool League semi-final individuals. He moves on to the final to play Lee Jones. That'll be coming up next. Thank you.